Hi everyone, this is day 8 of our Advanced with Rust adventure. We're building a web API in Rust, and today we're going to dive into how to build your application and put that into a container. So we're going to use Docker, so let's dive into the code. First, what we need to do is to create what we call a Dockerfile. So let's create a new file, Dockerfile. And this will be the recipe to build our image. So the first line we need to write is a from instruction. So this will take the image as a base image. So you need to define what kind of base image you want to build on. So obviously we're going the Rust official one. So you just need from Rust. So basically this means that the base container will be the Rust image. Then we will add our code source. So by adding cargo.toml and cargo.lock into our repository, current directory, and we want it to be, let's say, work there. It's going to be /tmp/app. So work here. So this tells Docker to say, hey, whatever we want to do, this will be inside the /tmp/app folder. So we're going to add our code source, so cargo.toml, cargo.lock, as well as the src directory. And basically this is it. So now we have an image based on Rust. The working directory is /tmp/app. We copy the cargo.lock and cargo.toml file. We copy a source code. Now we can build it. So now we can run cargo, remember, -- release, because it's going to be our production image. And finally, what we may need to do is to run this binary. And this will be at /tmp/app/target release, and the name is pizza API. Finally, we need to set the environment variable for the port. Remember, we're reading the port from the port environment variable, or default to 8000. But yeah, let's define for the example 8080, which is the standard port. Great. Now our Dockerfile is finished. We can now build it, and we can build it by doing docker build dot, because it's the current directory, and we can tag it. I will call maxday pizza Rust. So it should build it. It's going to take like between 1 and 2 minutes, depending on whether or not you already have downloaded the Rust base image. So I will fast forward the video. Cool. We now have our image ready to be used. So if we have a look, the instructions are correct. We add cargo, we add the source file, we add released, and at the end we have an image which is named maxday.pizza-rust. So let's go ahead and run it. So we can do docker run. We can expose the 8080 ports from the image to the 8080 port from our machine. So let's do that. And finally, we need the name of the image. And it seems to work. We don't have a log yet, but it seems that we're waiting for something to happen. So let's open a new terminal, and maybe we can curl localhost 8080/pizza. And great, now we are returning this is pizza endpoint from the Docker image. So that's great. It seems to work well. So let's cancel it. But we may have an issue if we do Docker image to see the size. You see that the image about 1 minute ago has been built, but the size is like 2.39 gigabytes. So it's a huge image just to contain one single binary, which is really, really small. So that's not good. This is because we used Rust image to build our binary, but we use it also, this base image, at runtime. So to run the binary, we don't need the cargo runtime anymore. We just need the binary. So what we can do is to create a multi-stage Docker image. So basically one stage will be to build our image, and one stage or one step would be to run it. So what we are going to use is the distroless container image from Google. And this is like very, very, very small image, so tiny image with just the minimal dependency that are required to run the binary. So if we have a look at the name of the image, we are going to use the ccdbn 12. So let's copy the base image. And what we can do, we can say, hey, now we need this image as our base image. First thing we need to do is to actually copy from what? From our Rust image. So the first step. So let's give it a name. So let's say build. And we can copy -- from. The stage is build. The file is this one. And we're going to copy it at Pizza API. So once again, we have one step to build it, one stage to run it. So we just need to copy the binary. We don't need about everything else. Now we can just move this to here because we have to define the port in the run image. And finally, our Pizza API is now here because we copied it from there. So let's rebuild it. Very fast because we already have built the binary. We just need to copy it to a second step. So now let's run it again. Same behavior. Let's try to invoke it. It's still working. That's great. Now let's have a look at the image size. So if we do Docker image grep pizza, now the image is 45 megabytes. So really, really, really small, and it's nothing to be compared to 2.39 gigabytes. So yeah, definitely we are going to use distroless. So distroless, once again, very simple base image with only required dependency just to run a binary. So congrats, now we have an image ready to be deployed. Obviously, our microservices is still very minimal, but yeah, we need to make sure that we follow every step. So let's see tomorrow how to build a bit more features on top of that. So have a great day.